Halo, halo, tes tes satu dua tiga, Mas. Hmm. Dua ribu 640. Oke, 2400. Oke, deal. Oke, 2900. Oh, iya.
Finally, some interesting work. Whose heart is beating so
I
loud?
believe in you.
I hear something. Don't be so furious.
I know the moon, and this is an alien city.
Radio waves are everywhere.
A tree!
Everywhere.
That's all right.
I can't make the call? Whose heart is
Fine.
beating so loud?
Wanna watch the aerial stunts? A little trick. Right wing.
A sword sharp. I believe in you. So long lives this, and this gives power to thee. Sempre caro mi fu quest'ermo cole.
I hear something.
The world I have never seen before.
Fine.
Oh?
Each moment now light.
Huh. Red 38 is about to return.
Right. Supaya bisa gampang autonya. Keren. 2700. Oke, 2700 mau 2650. Kamu juga 2500. Langsung sih gue. Tab. Application is complete. Welcome to the School of Discipline, Miss Jessica. Right, stay close to the wall and try to open your feet to shoulder wide. After 15 seconds, you will be asked to complete sociological level family test A001. Visit side. Choose appropriate answer to the question asked. Our food is prepared by others, our clothes are signed by others, and our houses are built by others. So how should we treat others? Plant trees with them, invite them to your home, better appear. I think this one will be good. When you do something wrong, you should jika kamu melakukan sesuatu yang salah, kamu harus mengambil 3 langkah ke depan. Grab the file and leave with the zero. Throw into horse. Reason above all else. The fuck? Gak ngerti dan anjing. Control the subject. Good morning, Miss Jessica.
Miss Jessica!
Please.
Huh? Miss Jessica!
Okay, the rest displayed here. She can take a total of 4 action. You can plan Jessica is here.
funny.
I guess it's on.
Time's up. I remember you.
Little puppy.
Information for games. Yes.
Huh? Whoa!
I haven't been again, so make sure.
All right.
CO092146, Jessica.
Oh. Hmm. Huh?
What's wrong? Okay, canteen. One place can also workers canteen.
I hate this.
CO.
Oh!
CO092146.
Huh? Huh? Miss. Oh,
Main oke kok. Satu-satu.
I hate this. Whoa!
Just did you get into this?
Oh,
Wait, begin trouble. This is probably the word.
no.
Please don't do that. I'm sorry. I take this as a sign of affection.
Okay.
Yes.
Hmm? Trust me.
Yes.
Lagi daftar komunitas. Semuanya level 3. Terus unlock 9 speed engine. Siapa yang kirim? Lalu kron.
Huh?
Apakah fail?
Little trumpets?
Anjing susah.
Hmm? Hmm. I see.
Hello?
love it. Jennifer!
No, no, no.
That's awful.
Hmm? Oh.
Huh? What? Jennifer!
What?
Huh? My Jennifer!
Wow. Wow.
What? Oh. Hmm?
Hmm? Hmm.
What are you doing?
Dental checkup.
Start me up!
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Left hands up. Now right hands up.
Don't blink.
Siguro nagtitiriya.
Guard the field.
It will all be fine.
Fine.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh.
Kasama ni Plis.
Look at my back. Fine.
Start me up!
A little trick.
Nice!
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
No worries.
Fine. Right win.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Don't blink.
Kupal ko parang baka.
Stop.
Peace and love! Peace and love!
Relax.
They're just little games.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Thank you for your cooperation.
Rock, rock, rock! Change the world!
Right win.
many things that I haven't seen.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
What's this?
I hear something. Talking out calms people down.
It seems to be mixed up. It should
Radio
be
waves are
fine, right?
Everywhere.
Fine.
What's that?
Whose heart is beating so loud?
Don't blink.
It seems to be mixed up.
Eh,
It should be fine, right?
Agents have
kanilang iba.
It's called common sense.
Hindi ako pick up yung tempo.
I hear something. Whose heart is beating
What's
so
this?
loud?
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Don't be so furious.
It seems to be mixed up. It should be
Uh-oh.
fine, right?
Kaya hindi na sa
Bodyguards! Where are the
We should
bodyguards?
listen to what people say.
Fine.
What's that?
Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully.
Hip hip! Hooray!
Wow. So many things that I haven't seen.
Whose heart is beating so loud?
What's this?
Shh. I hear something. Oh?
It seems to be mixed up. It
Agents
should
have
be
guns.
fine, right?
It's called common sense.
Fine. Wanna watch the aerial stunt? Fine. Right win. Uh-oh. Don't blink.
Retreat! Oh, what? I can't make the call?
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Whose heart is beating so loud?
What's that?
A little trick.
Chia! Radio waves are everywhere.
The ingredient store owner said it was very effective. Please believe me.
Shh. I hear whose heart. We should listen to what people say. Talking out calms people down. Radio waves are everywhere. Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully.
Hip hip! Hooray!
bisa di auto. Di auto ka.
I'm here for a worn tooth.
recordingnya tadi.
Look at my back.
Whose heart is beating so loud? Don't be so furious.
Ah, it seems to be mixed up. It should be fine, right?
Aduh. Dia
We should listen to what people say.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Radio waves are everywhere. Secrets always hide in careless words. Listen carefully.
I've already said that Sotheby doesn't need a bodyguard.
seperti side 2 tanggal 25. Baby.
Dental checkup.
Gila, terus aku itu yang
What did you say?
No worries.
They're just little games.
Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Promise. Don't forget to come visit me. Left hands up. Now right hands up.
Right win.
Mummy? Mummy!
Stop. Relax.
Start me up.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Left hands up. Now right hands up. Mummy? Mummy! Are you start me up?
No worries.
Are you ready to shake? Woohoo! Release! Woohoo! Release!
definite ng
I smell the scent of mint oil.
definite gua belum yang
This way? What did you say?
Fine. Wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Smaller than the stars, bigger than the mushroom. Play peekaboo. I will help you.
A little trick. Right win. ВДВ.
Relax.
Сколько побед?
No worries.
Snack time.
Please, don't resist. Come back to me.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
It will all be fine.
This way? Oh. What did you say? Everyone will love the blue bubble garden. Promise? Don't forget to come visit me.
Cheer.
Jangan dulu.
Anything
They're
is
just
fine.
little games.
Relax.
Start me up.
Apa tuh yang pada kemana ini? Kawan ang lagi. Cek lah jenisku. Asal lah. Salah. Labe. Melania di Gers. Kawanang aja lah ndak ada lah itu. Lah ndak ada kawanang tuh. Alah sudah event yang potang apa angka secara lelang story-nya kan banyak event yang potang tuh. Ah, ya kan ada 2 minggu. Apong lah level bara. Trailblazer. Friend deck. Friend. Ay. Iko sampai 2 boleh gini. Aduh, entahlah, lihat lah besok kalau salah di update besok. Aduh, ada misinya mungkin nggak tahu. Kalau salah ada misinya di email. Sekali itu tuh kan ada map baru loh. Di update Iko. Ada map di bawah itu planet baru bisa update 1.7 atau 2.0. Hmm? Nah. Si Bobo Max orang ada misi Bobo yang mana wah? Itulah lama lo map ya Peng. Naik activity besok ke 200 ya. Oh, complete simulated universe kan biasanya 200. Sekarang 500 ribuan. cuma story kan lah selesai 500-nya story lumayan.
Artisanal flaming
kata orang
potency.
warnanya bagus untuk POT. Kayak untuk Kafka, kalau itu kan ada Kafka. Bisa di combo dia sama. Oke, dia sedikit, dia damage-nya bisa ngancurin Outlast. Namanya kan market gitu loh. Kan dia ada top gitu, kayak penetration. Biasanya dia ada penetration. Nah, Forgotten All 12. MOC kan memang nanti 12. Ini Voyage ya belum gua mainin. Harap bisa banyak jam.
Sound lingers. Existence is unity.
I won't surrender.
Naughty child. There's more to life. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Dodge this! Take this! Rise, Phoenix!
Ini anjing masih
Now,
No more playing nice.
some value, I suppose. Eternal.
Pak tuh dia udah pindah gara-gara ada sifat
Dodge this!
tadi ada. Nah, maksudnya yang satu lagi itu instan langsung dia nggak bisa recovery dia. Kalau blade tahu dan punya blade
Pray.
The redemption. Judgment is here.
Do we still have the upper hand?
makin gitu kalah.
Time for a shot.
Blade kalau darah dia mungkin
Enemy data secure. Network activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
That paradise may savor it
banyak
for
darah
me.
dia yang dikonsumsi.
Hold your breath. Retribution.
Unnecessary. Failed to set you.
Ya. Ultimate-nya Topless. Jadi bar putih itu enggak guna. Kalau pakai Joy itu gitu, bar putih gitu. Enggak, maksudnya damage yang masuk. Misalnya kita multi pakai Sway, ada bar putihnya masih ada.
The smell of sin.
Sakit.
I shall be the judge. By the will of the 10 lords, the 10 lords decree, hereby ordain.
Enemy
Jadi
data
PS.
secured.
Jadi
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Naughty child. Nap time.
By the order of the 10 lords, execute the Marastruck! No enemies to the Marastruck.
Recount.
Commencing support.
You could have surrendered.
my fuck. Mania part
No enemies to the Marastruck.
8 gua dia punya follow up attack. Ya, dia punya follow up attack sendiri dia. Jadi kalau 8 kali kita berhasil ngaktifin apanya, tadi nggak tahu lah, 4 udah ada ya, 6.
Move carefully.
Nggak jadi mas.
Let's make it quick.
Just a scratch.
Try that again. You can't run.
Rules are made to be broken.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
No
One,
interest
two.
in conflict.
Destruction.
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Quick!
My turn.
Too late to repent. Let's go.
Try that again.
Hah?
Luck running into me.
Event 4 kemarin. Pokoknya. Ini hiliti dia.
Let's make it quick.
Ini event hiliti api. Jadi dia main mainin ininya efek spreadnya. Kalau bisa ada luka.
Cool.
Buat aliran.
Welcome, customers. 1,000 wonders to raise yours and fight as one.
Iya. Hebat. Hiliti. DPS.
Rules are made to be
DPS
broken.
itu damage per second.
Let's be friends.
Jadi dia bisa sustain damage.
Let's go.
Seize the moment. Yeah! 1,000 wonders to raise your spirit and fight as one.
Let's make it quick.
Welcome, customers.
Rules are made to be broken.
Ambil apa?
Ron May. A name that's both new and
Ron
familiar.
May. Dala punya.
I thought Member 4, Poka Kakamon, had gotten rid of most of the society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this. Oh, look who's here.
You're back.
Of course, this is a summit between 3 geniuses.
It's a special time. All departments are preparing to welcome distinguished guests from the Genius Society. Madame Ron May doesn't like fanfare and probably wouldn't appreciate a crowd to welcome her, so I asked the researchers to keep things simple.
Otomatis.
I took her to see the portraits of the society members a few days ago. I wanted to have the... I don't get it.
I heard Miss Ron May likes snacks and pastries, so I asked the researchers to prepare some traditional desserts from the blue. All of them seemed to tickle her fancy.
Of course! Go find her yourself. She borrowed the phase flame to do some research as soon as she got here. Haven't seen a trace of her since.
Miss Ron May is the very image
Bos
of
baru
a
kan nanti
scholar.
selesai.
She just
Udah
wanted
pernah
somewhere
nyelesain.
uninhabited to experiment with her life spiral system.
Material.
Ron May, is there any way? What needs to be
Naikin
said for someone smart enough to become
Tres-
her research partner?
Terus buat
Hurry up and head out! Huh? See if you can find her.
I'm not sure, but she doesn't seem to get around much. She spends most of her time between the master control zone and the railway platform. Maybe you can start your search?
you already know. Kalau yang selanjutnya itu Penakoni. Penakoni. Planet selanjutnya.
There's someone next to the railway platform. Could she be...
I have a feeling we're on the right track.
I'll check the data when I get back.
Hello. I hope I didn't startle you. This is a work habit of mine. Using touch to open my senses and letting the details of your biological existence flood into my brain helps me understand your construction as a living organism. Such is the basis of deconstruction and reconstruction. Do not be concerned. You are very healthy. In fact, impeccably so. A perfect experimental specimen. Oh, really? I expect the views here had me lost in thought. I don't usually go in and out of the space station, and only discovered today that it was blessed with such calm, open views. It is a wonderful fit for the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossoms, sticky rice, and frosting sugar. Come here. Look. The blue planet is directly below us. It is so full of life. This dessert is very delicious. Here, take half. Delicious desserts remind people of how flowers look when they bloom. Ingest this dessert one bite at a time, and the sweetness will linger in your mouth. I hope you like it too. So, what do you think? I can certainly prepare more for you. It's become somewhat of a tradition to bring strawberry pastries when I visit Stephen Lloyd. His attendance seems quite dependent on them. An outstanding dessert. 10 grams of cubed sugar, 1 dried and salt-preserved plum blossom. Baking and cooking are the same as nurturing a universe. Unfortunately, there are still too many people in the space station. The clamor is not fitting for desserts. By the way, do you remember what my research is about?
Life.
No. My research area is short stories about toilets.
Kok itu?
Huh?
Hah? Nah, kita kan jawab yang lain. Sudah itu dikendaliin sama si Runway-nya tentang
What's
toilet.
going on? What am I talking about?
I see. What a cute hobby. But remember, the next time something like this happens, it's crucial to mask your expression until you've ascertained the situation. If not, you'll be full of weaknesses that others can see through. Let's try again. Now, what else would you like to ask?
The dessert was tasty. I would like more. Why can't I say what I want to say?
You have quite the appetite. All right, come and have a walk with me. A stroll is the most appropriate post-dessert activity. As the masses depart, there's an enveloping calm here. Just like in the...
You're right.
No man's land I've ventured to in the past. Can you imagine a completely lifeless world? From there, you can glimpse the stars that lie at the very edge of the horizon. Following its celestial trajectory, the great teal star illuminates an endless sea of white across both the sky and land. My mother and I navigated calm glaciers, looking for signs of life on that world, and encountered many bizarre phenomena. It was like finding the single correct piece in a mountain of jigsaw pieces. The process was convoluted and unimaginably difficult, but it was touching and enthralling as well. My apologies. It appears my words have left you perplexed. Please, don't be on edge. I bear no ill will. I haven't interfered with your linguistic faculties. Such an act would be impolite. I merely made a minor adjustment. A few days ago, I made my interest in you known to Herta. My intention is for you to serve as an assistant. Based on our interactions within the simulated universe, I firmly believe you fit the bill. I find extending trust beyond myself is challenging. A single error in detailed research can generate issues, and I despise matters that escape my control. Therefore, I added anti-truth serum to this dessert. It will not harm you. However, you will be unable to say what you truly think when answering questions related to me. Treat it as a layer of protection. This will shield my research and your personal safety. Once the problems have been dealt with, I'll give you the antidote. I can also reward you as compensation for being my assistant. I will fulfill your every wish. Yes. Problems wrought by my own hand. When I first arrived on the space station, I borrowed the phase flame from Herta. It's an invention of member number 29 Circle. I hope to be enlightened by other society members' results. A surge of creativity led me to explore the cultivation of life on the space station. In my imagination, these life forms would be a new variety that are born as geniuses. I plan to name them after Lambda, member number 8 of the Genius Society. I don't know where it went wrong. They possess their own sentience, but are nowhere near geniuses. Moreover, my free-range approach seems to have backfired. In a lab leak incident a few days ago, some of these little life forms ran away and scattered all over the space station. I do not wish for Herta or Asta to be involved in this. Therefore, I'm hoping you can assist in recovering these little life forms. I do trust you. This has nothing to do with them. Besides, the researchers are still treating these entities as visitors. I want to steer clear of making my presence known. I entrust this to you. Once the little life forms are collected, simply find a proper place for them.
Where there are people, there is noise.
What? A place where the space station stores... Why would anyone want to know that? Wait, I'm not doing any private business on the space station. I'm not hiding anything at all. I won't talk. Oh, that. You got pretty good contacts if you know that already. The space station is a mess. If you want to solve the problem, go check out the storage zone. Then you'll understand.
There are so many people. This seems to be the place.
Ron May, member. What?
Never fear, the Galactic...
Ron May likes to listen to...
No idea. So, I really can't say...
As expected.
Hey, guess what I got my hands on? It says, let's give it a shot, shall we? We need... Yikes.
Molten cheese tart? What's our slogan again? 2. Energize yourself.
Our creed, molten cheese tart is the best. Oh, praise be. Oh, let me tell you. Since you need to plaster hearts wherever, madam.
I heard Madame Ronmay is there.
I don't know about her, but I love fermented... So, I really...
Did I ask about your favorite?
So, is the little life form Ranmei made?
I am humbled to meet the molten cheese tart. What are you frozen in place for? Oh, you don't understand the honorable tart. That's okay. No worries for situations like this. We've specifically concocted a synesthesia beacon.
Wakaka! I'm a genius among geniuses! That was way too risky.
That was wasted.
Oh, molten cheese tart says Madame Ranmei has finally recognized my ingenuity. Molten cheese tart says, does Madame Ranmei recognize me as a masterpiece? Molten cheese tart says, Madame Ranmei still has not recognized me as a life form that passes the requirements. I need to work harder. Oh, such an enthusiastic molten cheese tart. There's a kind of attachment reserved for the creator. To the world, you are but one person. But to me, you are the entire world. Oh, Madame Ranmei. Hey, you! Yes, you! Don't you have anything you want to say to molten cheese tart? You should at least express... Oh, get lost! You see, they both hope to receive Madame Ranmei's You need to call it... love from the creator to a creation? Familiar love? Doesn't sound right. Romantic love? Definitely not. I don't know. Expecting me to understand love is like asking me to map the farthest reaches of the universe. Remember, as long as love is your compass, you're on the right track. And in the wise words of the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart, love must be shouted from the rooftops. That depends. Oh?
Existence is meaningful.
I'll see you off.
Unworthy.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
Toilet.
You're here. Herta called Screwlam and I to the space station to discuss some important topics. She also sent an invite to Steven, but he didn't reply, and Herta didn't seem to want to wait any longer. And now, I wish for you to attend this meeting with me. I don't want Herta to worry herself over these frivolous matters, even though she probably wouldn't care anyway. Just in case, I want someone who will be on my side. In other words, you. Help me. It'll be easy. Just remember, my secret stays with you, don't pry too much, and keep your expressions in check. All right, let's go.
Hi, Ronmei! I've been waiting for you. Oh, you're here too? Looks like you two have become quite friendly.
It's good to see you, sir. Affirmation. This reunion has happened earlier than my calculations predicted.
Though you weren't invited, I welcome you to remember this historical moment. How long has it been since 3 geniuses were in the same room together? And how long will we have to wait for it to happen again?
Affirmative. Discounting our discussions on the simulated universe, our interactions are scarce. I look forward to the innovative ideas that may emerge from this juxtaposition of minds.
Let me get straight to the point. I think it's time to find another partner for the simulated universe.
You wish to kick Steven out?
No, of course not. Steven doesn't want to get involved and voted to abstain. Oh, whatever. Look, I respect the way people want to live, but he doesn't have the chance to be involved in this decision-making anymore.
Question. Are we introducing a 5th partner for the simulated universe?
Yes, a 5th genius. The reason for our gathering is clear to everyone present. What else could prompt such a gathering of brilliant minds except for the answer? No one can refuse the secret of the eons. Not even Xandar will definitely give a response.
What if the responder is Polka Kakamond?
That'd be great! Hey, Lord of Silence, are you listening? I'm member number 83, Herta, and I want to meet you. I believe you and I will have a lot to talk about.
It's unlikely we'll hear from Polka Kakamond. She's been off the grid for quite some time. Probability, member number 64, Dr. Primitive, may appear.
That's a hard pass. Given Dr. Primitive's shady research practices and his tussle with the Galaxy Rangers, the IPC will surely turn this into a media circus. He can get lost. I'd prefer it if the simulated universe remained scandal-free. What about you, Chingtu? Are you still in touch with her, Ronmei? Is she still alive?
Can we ask him to leave if we are to discuss this topic? The process will be long and boring. There's no need to take up other people's time.
Of course! You brought him in after all. It's up to you.
All right. Let me walk you out.
And what the heck is this?
Seems like a programming error.
Oh, this fragment of Ronmei. Have you seen it in the simulated universe before?
The simulated universe is my home. I'm speaking nonsense again.
It's probably an isolated glitch.
Fine. I'm used to turning a blind eye to these things. It makes life easier. I am curious, though. Are you gonna keep it, Ronmei?
I probably will. Records indicate he likes this occurrence.
All right, I agree. As long as it helps you with your research, you can do whatever you want.
Come along. I'll see you out.
What's wrong? You're not leaving. Depends on who they are.
The air in the space station. Dr. Primitive,
It appears I was overthinking things. Impulsive behavior is pretty characteristic of her after all. Thankfully, it was just a minor scare. Still, meetings give me such a headache. It seems I'll have to stay put for a while. I see that you've recovered the life form in the master control zone. Thank you. Well done. No, you misunderstand. While Herta is tied up in meetings, you might find it more convenient to roam the space station. There's some things that I must tell you now. If I wait for the meeting to finish, then it might be too late. The retrieval of my life forms isn't complete yet. There's more than just one, and some are stored in a sealed zone. Herta uses that place to welcome visitors from across the stars, or to welcome members of the Genius Society. However, due to the Legion's invasion, it is no longer open to the public. And now my headache is stored there. There's much you don't know about the space station, and even more about Herta. But there is some information I can give you. That place is also used to welcome non-humanoid visitors, and has a shuttle that connects to outer space. I'm giving you my access card. Give me your hand, and I'll input your fingerprint into it. Stay vigilant, Assistant. Should you come across a threat you can't handle, just alert me. I'll come to your aid no matter what. Remember, there is a giant incubator in the middle of the zone. That's where my headache is stored. Once you're back, come find me on the railway platform. Then you'll understand everything.
What would a sealed zone look like?
Wah, area baru. Ada monster yang bisa gara-gara ya. Itu lah. Robot tanpa. Lumayan, seperti Imo.
Buzz.
What's up with this unit? It looks different from the one in the master control zone.
Buzz. Madam Herta, open zone. Buzz. To welcome alien species, galactic visitors. High risk zone. Buzz. Service staff, inorganic life forms. Buzz. Permission status. Madam Ron May. Permissions granted. Madam Herta, fine. As long as it keeps her happy. Buzz. Basement 1, clearance zone. Buzz. Many esteemed guests. Buzz. May include dangerous persons. Buzz. Storage for Madame Herta's dangerous curios. Buzz. Madame Ron May's cultivated life forms. Buzz. Welcome. Buzz. Visitor. How can I help? Basement 1, transit hub. Buzz. Basement 2, shuttle. Incubator. Dangerous curio storage. Buzz. Corridor. Danger. Welcome. Visitor, what do you need? Conclusion. You cannot enter. Probability 50%. Other paths are open. Assessment. Seeking directions. Buzz. Suggestion. Proceed to basement. Locate records of cultivation path. Buzz.
Mere worldly possessions.
Đang từ isi gitu terus balik.
The kindling for the phase flame is fascinating. Unfortunately, before the research could be completed, it vanished. I've initiated new attempts. The growth status of the two samples this time is promising. I incorporated personal taste preferences into the concept, but I'm uncertain about the outcome of such an action. They simultaneously possess two sets of emotional traits. They are at once cute, weak, sentimental, and sensitive, yet are also fierce, instigating, demanding, and confident. Interestingly, they also possess a kind of inclination, a yearning for their creator. It manifests as a natural, inherent emotion, similar to that of a baby towards its mother.
Huh? What's that sound out there?
아이가 맘먹냐 이제.
This is the headache Ranmei mentioned?
Hmm?
It's just a different flavor.
자 이거 아완 아 이거
Too much negative
Huh?
energy. Don't
Iya, beko
like
adalah misi.
negative energy. Why? Why am I a failure?
What's that noise? Follow me. It'll be okay. I need to find a place for this little one. That sound seems to be from that locked room. How do I get in?
Ini lo tak situ kan banyak kak kalau. Oh, so hobi menyomak-nyomakan kemarin nih. Apa? Anjing, tantang.
Eternal sleep. Return! Let's settle
All
this.
will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade of moon.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
Existence is uniform. Try harder. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Stand down.
Let's settle this.
I see through you. Together as one. No matter. All things in this world have their laws. Human creation.
Unworthy. Blade of moon.
Life. A true marvel. There's more to life. Eternal.
Tedious.
You chose the wrong enemy.
A quick divination. Converge and awaken.
All will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade of moon.
Life. A true
Gak stabil
marvel.
kan? Jaringannya nggak stabil. Belum bisa.
Sound lingers. Existence is meaningful.
Eternal sleep and return!
Grace and elegance. Every petal in life's garden, all will be swept away by the wind.
I'll see you off.
I see through you. Gather as one. All things in this world, human creations.
Unworthy.
Blade of you.
Life. A true marvel.
I never imagined there'd be so many of them.
Putih-putih tadi. Gara-gara
The final days that member number 23 Echa spent in the mechanical city showed me that even the longest of lives, such as hers, have a limit. I'm now certain that the outcome of this cultivation is failure.
Ini aja masih merah.
Life can exist in thousands of different forms, which means the form itself has no purpose. These life forms are very advanced in their own concepts, and can even trigger chain reactions such as synesthesia, but that is not what I desire. I'm starting to feel lost. Perhaps the question, what is the essence of life, never had an answer. Member 1, Xandar, have you ever felt this lost or resigned?
You are here too? Seems like this is the other end of that one-way path. Are you telling me to keep going?
Life is countless and varied in form. I firmly believe in that. Its beauty is like a myriad of flowers, and I want to pluck the one that never wilts. The patterns of all things always have complicated and enchanting exteriors, while their inner essences remain simple and plain. If we were to trace things back to their roots, just one equation would be enough to solve the confusion of all life. Ever since I was a child, I have always delighted in observing aspects of microscopic creatures, such as the speed with which slime molds devour objects. I have also gazed far and wide across the macroscopic world, investigating the progress of the universe up to this day. It was all very simple. I wish to discover the true essence of life, something that all individuals possess unknowingly, whether it is the materialism of their existence or an unknown entity beyond corporeal realms. To avoid blind faith in science, I cautiously raised a query. Would Ram-May be able to peel away external influences? Just like pinpointing a coordinate, Would she be able to uncover life's
Dan
most
aja udah
primordial
main
and
sampai
beautiful
lagi
form of existence?
Mali.
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach, and that is...
Anjing, bajiran bangsat. Tiba-tiba ada di situ. Tidak, tiba-tiba di balik pintu baru
Some
buka
value,
pintu.
I suppose. Eternal.
Let's settle this.
Equipped it together as one.
Try harder. Later, all will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Sounds fitting. Stay here for a bit. Did something just open?
Gede juga nih tempat.
Hidden room. Buzz. Only Madame Ron May has permissions. Please submit your ID. Buzz. Permissions granted. Buzz. Select from the below services. 1. Check historical incubation records. 2. Inorganic lifeform companionship chat service. This function has been damaged.
Is this?
Dan gak ditawarin bangsat rusak.
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach, and that is an emanator. I cannot comprehend what an emanator is. Scholars view them as the executors of the Eon's power. So, when did it begin? And at what point did they become closer to the Eons than any other life form? At first, I tried to create a genius. I failed. That question has no solution yet, and a long journey of discovery still lies ahead. However, erudition isn't the only path in the universe. If we set logic aside, would there be more primitive and pure emanators on other paths? Of course there would be. Hazy Rhonda. I was able to see the beginning and end of the swarm disaster through the simulated universe, obtain data on the Imperator and Sectorum and their descendants, replicate them, nurture them, and create a brand new scientific discipline. It is a logical decision. I will certainly succeed. The entity that I reconstruct will bloom into a life never before seen. Will Herta and Screwlum like this experiment? Most likely not. Therefore, before they realize what I am doing, I must hurry my work, as well as find a fitting assistant.
Permission granted. Buzz. Select from the below services. 1. Check visitor records. 2. Open incubator entrance. Madam Ron May. Alien species. Man with plaster head. Buzz.
Seems like there's something new.
Man with plaster.
Permission granted. Buzz.
That sound's coming from above.
Man.
Some value, I suppose. Eternal.
Let's settle this.
Gather as one.
Stand down. Lay with me.
Eternal sleep and return!
You enjoying yourself? Every petal in life's garden, all will be swept away by the wind.
Tedious. All will be revealed in lunar flame. Lay with me.
Life, a true marvel. There's more to life. Eternal.
Nothing major. Let's settle this.
Unworthy. Lay with me.
Life, a true marvel.
Buka dulu pintu sini.
All things in this world, human creations.
Nothing major.
Some value, I suppose, existence of unity.
Try harder. Tedious.
Let's settle this.
We came together.
Eternal sleep and return!
Gather as one.
Unworthy. Lay with me. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
sama gua. Treasure-nya 10.
There's someone in the distance. Who is that?
Siapa aja tahu tangkap terus. Ya habis lah. Kalau salah dan gua ranti. Kalau nggak salah. Ya udah gua ranti untuk makanya nggak cukup aja ini. Kan battle isn't over, battle isn't over itu kalau nggak salah ikonnya sih mana dia nih, bronya dapat tahu aja, dapat early dokter rasio.
Here, a genius move. And how will you counter it? Only an idiot would ask such a question. Just move this here. You look distressed. Something the matter? If that's the case, you better get thinking.
Are you waiting for a sign? Time is ticking. Descend via the elevator. What you seek is there. Have you considered whether the answer to your question... If a question is of no help, then don't ask it. Time is clearly precious to the both of us. Never mind. Allow me to clarify something. I know exactly who you are, and I'm aware you are in wrong. My goals are roughly aligned with yours. Since you're here, I won't... That's all you need to know. Just 2 paragraphs.
Very effective communication. What the fuck?
Effective communication. I can't stand discourtesy, even when it comes from myself. The real Ron May's creation is hidden in the giant incubator below us. Go. Take the elevator and bear witness to this genius masterpiece.
Every petal in life's garden will be swept away by the wind of time.
Fleeting roaring flood.
Allow me to make a divination, converge, and awaken.
Wait.
A blade of moonlight.
Quick divination. No matter.
Eternal.
Eternal sleep, then.
Came together.
Stand down.
All things in this work, human creations.
All will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Nothing major. I'll see you off.
I see through you. Together as one.
Receive divinity. Repay.
There's more to life. Existence is unity.
Nowhere to run.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Eternal sleep is then. You chose the wrong enemy.
Quick divination.
Enjoying yourself? Some value, I suppose.
I underestimated you.
Blade of moonlight. All will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade fodder.
So this is the warmth of life.
All things in this human creations. Converge and awaken.
Ready for death.
After 56 seconds, the creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Ronmei.
Lah. This way. Udah. Iya.
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. What's important is your task. You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. Time and again, my experiments have fallen short, and they've always yielded predictable results. I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the emanator.
Gak usah bohong.
How should I have explained it to you? I'm not good at communicating with others. Restrained by time and place, its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. However, it would soon disappear and be reduced to particles. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its demise as it journeyed towards the end. I find no fault in that. However, even the briefest life should have meaning. I want to know the limits of its capacity. It will indicate how far I've gone in a field completely incomprehensible to me. And it was a minuscule step, just as I had predicted. I do not have a life outside of research. People always think this price is unimaginable, but it seems rather acceptable to me. I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectations. An experiment should have its unforeseen twists. That's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises. I have to admit that these little ones born in the process sometimes move me. I see a human-like response in them. It is a concept completely opposite to that of divinity. They have emotions. Emotions may be either positive or negative. However, the love rooted in the depths of their heart is eternal and unchanging. They're still a long way from becoming geniuses, and are therefore unable to discern whether this love is one of friendship, romance, or familial love. That being said, can even geniuses tell the difference? I cannot, at least. I do not understand what love is, and cannot respond to their feelings. Do you believe my actions were wrong? There's no need to tell me your answer. I just felt like asking the question. How should I take care of them? Perhaps leaving them at the space station is the best choice. Do I seem irresponsible? I'm sorry. I am often at a loss as to how to face my own creations. The effects of the anti-truth serum will also wear off. If others mention me to you in the future, you can answer however you like. Or even pretend you never knew me. After all, your memory of me will soon dissipate like smoke. Over time, hidden truths tend to surface. Past traumas, which I'd rather leave behind, have made me skeptical about trusting anyone but myself. If I do not want a secret revealed, the most foolproof way is to destroy it. The anti-truth serum will make you forget the brief period we spent together. It won't take effect immediately. It is a slow, intangible process, like the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossom, sticky rice, and frosting sugar. Perhaps you'll remember someone performed selfish experiments on the space station, but you will no longer remember their identity. Perhaps we'll meet again someday, but you won't be able to connect me with the recollection. That way, the connection between life forms will be erased. Friendships, secrets, grudges, lies, all will disappear. It will make our lives more relaxing. I believe you. Screwlum will stay on the space station for a while longer. He and Herta still have problems they need to solve. As for me, I'm leaving soon and won't bother with goodbyes. Do you still remember the no man's land I mentioned? I'm considering a solo trip back there during my research downtime, just to see how things are. I miss member number 55 Yu Qingtu sometimes. She used to always make something delicious for me to drink every time we parted ways. I hope I won't meet member number 4 Polka Kakamond. That would be quite troublesome. Who knows when the next gathering of geniuses will be? Do you have anything else you want to say to me? I promise I will, Mr. Assistant. If fate allows and you're interested, upon our next meeting, we could journey to No Man's Land and traverse its tranquil glaciers. Though I suppose it wouldn't be No Man's Land anymore. What a conundrum.
Okay, side mission.
Take a rest. It's time for tea and cakes.
Dokter rasio. Jadi dia nggak tahu.
Flash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Kecenya Herta ngilang. Habisnya nggak bertanggung jawab. Kata nggak mainan sampai berapa? Yang simulate state universe.
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion: their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need him. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was him.
And you are?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
He's only just woken up, dazed. He may need a few pointers.
Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
Mr. Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Asta will explain it all to you.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. No. The attack happened on a base outside the station, beyond the surveillance camera's range. She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them. They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources. However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander.
To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Quite the paradox, if you ask me. Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet? Don't play the fool. Think.
I think I was.
Everyone may.
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure you can manage that, can't you? Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important, but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
My memory is kind of hazy. What did I do after that?
Aduh, salah.
This is what I recall before. Let me try to remember the...
A curio that's alive, but maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest you...
Asta seems to have mentioned two names. Two researchers from the Departments of Ecology and Insight.
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth online. Ugh. If I discover who's behind this, they're gonna wish they'd never crossed me. A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body? Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos? Well, I might be the Department of Ecology head, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person. Adler would be of more help, but he's been in... I must say, we've been through a huge crisis and are still recovering. But there are some who are trying to... People are growing more and more distrustful of the management here. It's probably turned into a big headache for Asta, too. Never mind, I shouldn't be telling you this. It's something that we researchers need to resolve ourselves. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was... with him. And... was that... Adler was with Arlen. They were...
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy? How could you let him?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I know you're upset.
We're walking the dog.
We're having a walk.
What the fuck is that answer? Apaan malas?
Like I said, we're walking the dog.
So I'm the dog?
They seem to be hiding something.
Oh, really? What a coincidence. We're looking for him, too. That kid sure is brave, running straight to the scene on his own. Yes, well, Peppy isn't here. You see, Brother Arlen, I can't keep this up anymore.
Can you leave the talking to me next time? Let's walk and talk. Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. Careful.
Existence is limited. There's more to life. Every petal in life, all will be swept away by the wind.
Man down.
Let's settle this.
A quick divination.
Unworthy. Later, all will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Let's wait.
Sound
Infallible.
Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble.
Repay.
Eternal. Oh.
I'll see you off.
I see through you.
Nothing major.
Grace and elegance.
A quick divination.
Nowhere to run. Peppy, are you okay?
That's me. What's up?
He wants to ask you something about Curie. I'll leave you to it. Adler, Peppy's in your hands now. Oh, about that investigation I asked for.
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. Catch you later. So, which curio do you want to know about? That's all you got? Well, there's beauty in the abstract. Have you asked the Department of Ecology? She's not wrong. Huh? Now that you mention it, let's call it a day.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but... Let's go over it from the start. I may have overlooked something. Right. Asta mentioned another name. My memories of Arlen and Adler are hazy. I need to...
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an... Send me a signal when you see traces.
I think she mentioned something. If only there were some hint.
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ahead.
I can't recall the other person.
A curio that's alive, but doesn't. How's it going? Did you find the info? I see. Is that what Hinkle... See? My researchers are... just business as usual. Nothing to worry about. Oh. After the Legion's invade, some researchers have... Things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction efforts, but the researchers' disappearances have rattled them again. Yes, 4 researchers have inexplicably disappeared. People were just starting to regain their footing after the catastrophe. I didn't want... However, as you can see, rebuilding trust is harder than... Anyway, the most important thing... That's okay, but thank you. Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look into it too. I'll find a way to solve the problem for the space station.
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The only thing I remember is that they're from the Department of Insight. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is.
Oh, by the way,
So I did... The other person should be from the Department of Insight. Not here. That person is probably with the Department of Insight. The other person should be from the department. Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich? It's all taken care. Here's the account you have. Oh, small scale.
Again?
Here too. Did my memory piece together? Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone.
let me describe it again. Send me a signal when you...
I think she mentioned if only there was...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit.
What did Emily say?
I say, what a... No need to be modest. Though I confess I did hear.
Sure.
See this material here? People are so I'm not getting any younger.
Again?
Oh, another
Huh. Asta told you to find me? However, I've... don't get me wrong. I was merely relaying information. I didn't mean I'd help you.
The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The disappearances Asta mentioned are likely related to Arlen's investigations too. The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned
I figured you'd come. I'm sorry. The situation is...
just as I thought. I vaguely...
Have you asked the Department of... Huh. She's...
Huh?
Huh. She's not wrong. Ah, that's right! They're called Heliobi. I guess you could say that Wubbaboos and Heliobi are sort of like cousins. Both are types of... Huh. Now that you mention it, let's call it a day.
I figured you'd come to me to... I'm sorry.
just as I thought.
I'm sorry. The situation is very delicate. Well, I see. Could you all... I'll be honest with you. It's been tough. The surveillance, there's only one clue. That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied. The words they used were...
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That's most likely the truth. Let me remember my initial conversation with Herta, just in case. I need to go over it from the start.
Let me describe it again in case you... Send me a signal when you see...
I think she mentioned if only there were some...
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. Send me a signal when you see train...
I think she mentioned if only there were some...
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an energy life form. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it. That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
And
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama?
Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a single soul can corroborate his story.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
Apologies. It's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth. If he is truly innocent, he can clear his name with answers. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard.
Sure, but you're the one saying the curio in question is ordinary.
Say what you want.
A correct observation, if I may add.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and...
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now.
That's enough based on your story. You met with Herta.
If you knew Herta, then...
Don't interrupt. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
Herta didn't mention the name of the curio. We were talking about something else, and she just mentioned it in passing. However, she did give a thorough description of the curio. I didn't make that up.
True. You wouldn't be able to make that up.
Why do I feel like I'm being looked...
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough and the assignment involves a curio that Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and...
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to Herta.
Yes. That seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, She decided to hold her tongue until now? So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta...
Conjecture. Asta chose to stay.
Then you said, however. So what's the story?
Asta isn't trying...
What could be more in...
I agreed for Mr. Ratio. It's okay.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
I remember now.
That's enough. So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one?
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management, ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion, and cause great internal strife.
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of they wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. Two birds with one stone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been... Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's cut the act. You're perfectly aware of...
Correction.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility...
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. Researchers' disappearances, clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked. Cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm...
Doubt me all you like. I'm just an outsider who got unexpectedly dragged into... You and I are no different. We both stumbled into this, but you decided to assume the role of interrogator.
Oh? Your point being, cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm making.
I remember now.
That's enough. Cut the act. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting...
I remember now.
That's enough. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. Don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that. But then what? You need to...
There should be evidence. The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous combustion.
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would...
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh? What was that?
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can, no matter the distance, Annihilation will find you.
Okay.
This is...
A declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who... Fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Japella Brotherhood? I've heard that name somewhere.
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence? Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that, that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
The destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me. You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown...
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage.
This might be of some use. Take a rest. It's time for tea and cakes.
Not good. This is serious.
A list of the missing researchers and...
Sure, but the security department already combed through their backgrounds and personal relationships.
A list of the missing researchers.
Okay.
Take it. Remember these names. Find a friend who's tuned in. I don't know. That depends on your friend.
Especially in organization is disappointed when there's armed
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology.
He disappeared too. I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best of times. but it's been a few system hours, and I still can't reach him. Even the surveillance cameras can't find any trace. The last time I saw him was in the Master Control Zone. He was with Wen Sherling from the Department of Implement Arts.
Either way, you said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. Intriguing and frustrating, to say the least. If his disappearance is also related to the case here, then maybe he really did stumble upon something important.
True. The keywords that got Adler thinking were energy life forms. Duke Inferno is also an energy life form. Coincidence? We need to investigate this.
Kali Capo, all the good taste of Capo Kali. Kali Capo, all the good taste of Capo Kali. Welcome to Hertha Space Station. Home use object finders on sale now.
That jerk! 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 Fine! Disappear! I don't ever want to see your face again! Oh, it's you. It's Adler. Adler disappeared. He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching stuff like spontaneous combustion, supernatural activities. He doesn't even answer me when I speak to him. He was talking to himself.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying the word phrase.
Phrase.
Who said I want him back? But if you want to find him, he was reading this booklet the last time I saw him. I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but I hope it can help you.
Your countenance suggests tragedy. So the researchers who disappeared were at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a curious puzzle piece? I finished browsing through this booklet while you were replying to messages. It recorded the lives of a few Genius Society members. I'd say it contains some interesting information. It's time to go back and chat with Lady Asta and Mr. Screwlum.
Existence is meaningless. Every petal in life's garden, all will be swept away by the wind.
All things in this world, human creations.
Eternal sleep, then. Return!
Grace and elegance.
Stand down.
You chose the wrong enemy.
We came together. Together as one.
Tedious. Later, all will be revealed. In a lunar flame.
Life. A true marvel.
You're back. I've been monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger, for now. How are things with you?
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. We're running out of time. Let's retrace our steps and evaluate the situation. From the data we've collected, there are 3 avenues we can explore. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information. The next angle is what the victims have in common, distasteful as that discussion may be. Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous human combustion. During prior unrest, instigated by the Everflame Mansion, some testified to seeing miscreants materialize from the Inferno. The flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's fire carrying a certain property, and this property is the secret behind spontaneous human combustion. Look, the answer is right there. This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions, claiming it burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flame behind. The kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for, and Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from it. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions, claiming it burns through worlds, leaving numerous...
I understand.
Tenuous connection. This booklet does the kindling... I fear that this is the truth Adler When Schurling said, Adler kept muttering about a phrase before he disappeared. I believe this word was actually phase. He saw Member 29 Sir Call's research topic in this booklet and verified his hypothesis. As a scion of the phase flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. Full-on phase shifting may be a bit too ambitious for him, but teleportation, that's likely more his speed. That is the truth of the spontaneous human combustion. The researchers didn't disappear. They were moved. We don't know where the victims went, but Duke Inferno's plan is now clear. And the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best environment for chaos to fester. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis from the dark into the light, catalyzing it into new growth and bloom. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed, it needs one more spark.
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger. Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shiftability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station. Find it, and we'll find a way to bring her back.
A splinter, you say? The arrogance of the gifted is charming in its own way. Try then if you must.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish without a trace.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage room. With some changes to its parameters, I can use it to block the fire's teleportation routes and seal it inside the station. Mr. Ratio, please go with Mr. Trailblazer and contain the fire.
The infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it. The way is awash with flames. It must have just teleported. Be careful. Get ready to dash into the fire. See? It's still in the space station. Like Skrullum said, it cannot escape from here. Do you know what to do with cornered prey? hunt it to the death.
It's
still resisting. For the theater of mediocre.
Enjoying yourself?
Existence is meaningful. You chose the wrong enemy.
Your end approaches. Too little. Bloom. Unnecessary.
I'm asking questions.
There's more to life. Eternal.
Eternal sleep.
Every petal in life, all will be swept away by the wind.
I will dispatch you. The fight is set. Receive divinity.
Unnecessary.
Repay.
Failed to send.
That paradise may be savor it for me.
Your answers? SAS per Kibbe. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Existence is meaningful.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches.
The flame is getting weaker. Duke Inferno. for the theater of mediocrity. I'm asking questions.
Enjoying yourself?
Eternal sleep.
Grace and elegance. Eternal.
You chose the wrong enemy.
You impede me. Fight is set.
Seems like...
Grace and elegance. Existence is unity.
I'll see you off. I will dispatch you. Your end approaches.
Every petal in life's all will be swept away by the wind. So this is the warmth of life.
Receive divinity.
Unnecessary.
Mediocre. I'm asking questions.
Grace and elegance. Eternal.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Eternal sleep if it returns! It's over.
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessings of destruction already lie at their feet. It is little wonder that even said on next time.
A small fragment of consciousness. Oh? No. The banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not, shall we?
Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity.
That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
Receive divinity. Repay.
I will dispatch you. Fight is set. Well timed.
Every petal in my all will be swept away by the wind.
You chose the wrong enemy. Eternal sleep, then.
And return! You impede me. That paradise may savor it for me.
I'm asking questions.
There's more to life.
A blade knows no failed to set you.
So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong.
Grace and elegance.
SAS per kibbe. Knowledge, the measure of truth, and falsehood.
Existence is limited.
Let's settle this. I will dispatch you.
I'm asking questions. Fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
Some value, I suppose. Eternal.
I'll see you off.
You fool!
Your end approaches. Receive divinity. Unnecessary. Failed to set you. That paradise may be unreachable. Savor it for me.
Your answers?
There's more to life.
You chose the
Every
wrong
petal
enemy.
in all will be swept away by the wind.
You impede me. And return! Failed to set you.
I'm asking questions. SAS per knowledge, the measure of truth, and falsehood.
Good work. You did. Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic. While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researcher. It was all thanks to Adler. They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledge. Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them. Yes, it is. This business is over, but there is one mystery. And that is some... I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath your concern?
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Oh, and when did you become convinced?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi. Logic? A third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
You are more candid than I calculated.
But still behaving within your calculations, no? One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar. And pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. You still got one thing wrong. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness that is harder to cure than any ailment. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk alone, enduring a lifetime of tumbles and triumphs. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up. I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them themselves. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
it is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today. A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
I taste malice in the air.
Sound
A little something for everyone.
I'm with you.
The moon shines on the truth.
eternal. Oh?
Stand down.
Let me tend your wounds.
It'll heal. Is that all?
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Grace and elegance.
Ready for death.
Every petal in life, all will be swept away by the wind. There's more to life. Existence is unity.
of Landau, will forged in ice, never falters!
Some value, I suppose. Eternal.
Tedious.
Is that all?
All will be revealed. In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight. Nowhere to run.
This ends here. In the name of Landau, will forged in ice, never falters!
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
This ends here.
There's more to life. Existence is unity.
Let me pen your wound.
Stand down.
The enemy situation has changed.
Let's wait.
Infallible.
Repay.
Don't get complacent.
A quick divination.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
I will dispatch you. Fail to stand. Savor it for me.
You chose the wrong enemy.
I see through you. Together as one. All things in this world have their laws. Human creations.
Eternal sleep is not there.
Lend me your strength.
A blade knows no mercy.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Fail to stand.
I'll see you
That
off.
paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
Receive divinity. Repay.
I will dispatch you. The fight is set.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
A blade knows no mercy. Fail to stand.
You chose the wrong enemy.
A quick divination. Engage and awaken.
Eternal sleep.
I will dispatch you. That paradise may savor it for me.
Lend me your strength.
A blade knows no mercy. Fail to stand.
All things in this human creation. Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
Nice.
Existence is limited. Converge and awaken. Blade of me. An lunar flame.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Human creation.
Eternal.
Gather as one.
And lunar flame.
Blade of me.
existence is meaningless. All will be swept away by the wind.
Human creation!
Try harder.
Converge and awaken!
In lunar flame.